So today we start into the Gospel of Luke, and I am beyond excited. So I've been preaching for about 19 years, and this will be my fourth or fifth time, I can't figure out, preaching through a gospel. And so I can tell you ahead of time that it is, there's every reason to think that you're going to have an experience that you will remember. Because as you enter in week after week, and we become more familiar not only with Luke's storytelling style, but with the Jesus that Luke wants us to know, my deep hope in our walking through this journey together is that you encounter the living Christ in a brand new way. So that's my pastoral heart. Now, some of you may have grown up hearing about Jesus. I had planned on actually having a flannel board up here today with a flannel board Jesus. Do you guys remember flannel board Jesus? So the thing I love about flannel board Jesus is that he was so accessible, right? Everyone could understand what he was saying, and everyone felt comforted and welcomed by flannel board Jesus. Flannel board Jesus is essentially Mr. Rogers with a beard, right? That's sort of our joke. But here's the thing. I'm hoping that you, as we go through this, will encounter Jesus, yes, with a childlike faith. We always want that. But not in a childish way. I'm hoping that you come with your adult eyes, your adult questions, maybe, and I'm not looking at anybody specifically, a little cynicism, maybe some questions that have developed since childhood for you, to see if Jesus looks the same from where you are now on your spiritual journey as Jesus did when you first heard about Jesus. I'm betting, dollars against donuts, that you will get a fresh look at Jesus and it will surprise you. That's my hope. You know, for some of you, Jesus is going to look a lot less like a safe figure on a flannel board, and he's going to be more chaotic, maybe like the Joker in Batman. Right? Riddle me this. And then you'll be like, I don't know what he's saying. Right? And there's something where Jesus confronts our religious assumptions and says, are you sure? Are you sure that the way things are is the way that God wants them? And you think, I don't know. I mean, I'm not God, but you would think if God wanted things to be different, God would make them different? So then the question becomes, so why are they this way? If this isn't God's will or this isn't God's best, why are they like this? Why does a widow who has only a penny to her name have to give it to the religious establishment that is overflowing with gold? Well, what's up with that? Because she, according to Jesus, has more faith than the entire religious institution put together. And Jesus exalts her faith in that simplicity, in that poverty, because of her intention. And it makes you wonder, like, hey, wait a minute. Why are things the way they are? Why do religious institutions work the way they do? Jesus calls all sorts of things into question. He calls race into question. He calls immigration into question. He calls sexuality and adultery and marriage into question. Jesus probably isn't as safe as you remember. That's what I'm betting. But here's the thing I can promise you. If you come with your adult questions, your suspicions, your uncertainties, I'm betting that you will find something deeply satisfying.